live yet.
All right. Here you go. So now I'm starting to record this. As always, we're gonna give away some money, 0.1 BNB for the start of this. Arch, Nemo, I just unmuted you, and you are the last person here who is eligible.
Arch Nemo, if we unmute you, please just keep your mic muted because you're getting feedback.
Okay. So 24 people. The first one is 21. 21, you are Razak. Razak at the end of this. Oh. Just let me know. And Venom, I put you on there twice. Oh well. Yeah, and I'll send you 0.1 BNB. So how's it going? This is Moonarch Snipes. I'm just starting an AMA here with Babelfish. I'm just curious, Babelfish, Sasha, if you could introduce yourselves, how you got into the space, etc.
All right. So as some of you might know, it's not my first time here. I started a few months ago a project called ClearMoon, which, if you want to describe it in short, was kind of my socialist attempt to educate people about BSC space. I bought a lot of Ethereum back in 2017, and I mean, it just made me really rich, to cut no words. And when I moved to Canada, I got into securities, which was good. It did well in that, but I found that it was like institutionalized cheating, and this brought me to start looking more into crypto trading. Fast forward to SafeMoon, I got into that, and I made a lot of money on SafeMoon. And I remember, taking a walk with my wife the first day I discovered it, and saw their contracts and their tokenomics, and I thought to myself, this is a brilliant, sustainable Ponzi scheme, which is really what it is, and really what 99% of these BSC projects are. But yeah, and I remember those good old days back in what was it, like April, May, when every new token that came out, the NFT art, Bonfire, etc. You all have your one. They go up to $500 million to $1 billion, and it was good times. But then, the space slowly got filled with basically scams. Now, I'd say 99% of projects are either rug pulls or some kind of bullshit. The average lifespan of a project, at least on BSC, is what, 3 hours to 3 days, maybe.
Yeah, very quick.
So it's kind of junk. So yeah, I started ClearMoon to kind of fight back against that. We publish videos, on how to trade crypto. Our announcers or teachers are cheerleaders, because we have the head of the Russian national cheerleading team on our team now, Angela. So we have a whole crop of cheerleaders who are now at our disposal for whatever marketing we want to do. But that's a tangent. So yeah, started ClearMoon. Then, to give it some added value, we started building other projects and giving priority whitelisting to top ClearMoon holders. I mean, ClearMoon's price is way down now, but we maxed out around 5 million. Now it's like dipped under 1 million. But Babelfish is now our first kind of major project that we're going to release as a network. So getting to Babelfish itself, we sat down and we have several projects that we built. But in Babelfish's case, we decided, how are we going to make a meme coin, but do it better and in such a way that it can compete with the Doges and the Shiba Inus. So we thought, okay, I would personally look through Elon Musk's tweets, trying to data mine for stuff that would bring me some kind of positive intelligence about the man. And I stumbled upon the fact that we have a very significant common interest, and that's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is, if you guys don't know, it's a book and a radio series that came out in the late 70s and early 80s, written by Douglas Adams. There was a really terrible movie released in 2005 by Hollywood. That was 4 years after Douglas Adams died. And this series has kind of died ever since that movie. You don't hear about it. Thing is, Elon tweets about it all the fucking time. He makes allusions to it in his tweets regularly. On the Tesla he sent up into space, it had "Don't Panic" written on the view screen of the car. Just a week ago, he tweeted that he keeps a copy of the guide in the glove box of his car. So anyways, notice this, and this is also a book that I personally love. So if you look on Google, you can see he's even said it's like his favorite book and things like this. It had a transformative influence on his mentality as a child. And I could say, similarly, that, I found that the very strange and outlandish humor and, deep irony in the books was something that, greatly appealed to me. I really love them.
Me too, man.
So we decided, okay, good to hear. I mean,
I loved
we
it too.
decided, okay, great. We got something in common that we love, and we found something that's not tapped. Like we didn't want to do another like Doge. Like I think that's played out. I mean, mini Doge, baby Doge, grandfather Doge. Like it's just no originality in that. The Shibas and the Flokis and all this fucking garbage. At the end of the day, it's just rehashing the same things, and they do okay, but it's flavor of the month or flavor of the week, really. So yeah, we thought, okay, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What can we take from there, which will give us some kind of meme power, to put it, for lack of a better word? And we chose the Babel fish, which is a little yellow fish that you stick in your ear, and it automatically lets you understand any language of the universe. So we wanted to get rid of this fucking ugly, honestly, it looks like a prolapsed asshole, the fish from the movie. And actually, in general, we want to replace the imagery, which was, if you look on the internet now, most of the imagery is from this horrible movie. I think purists probably hate it. I'm pretty sure Elon must have fucking hated it. I remember watching that movie years ago. I held off for a long time because I don't like to watch movies of books that I liked. But I watched it and it was terrible. And then I forgot it. And I watched it again recently with my wife, and it was even worse than I remember. Fortunately, I have such a superior brain that within 30 minutes I was already forgetting it. And right now it's already just this kind of haze in my mind. So it's been totally erased. But if you look on the internet, unfortunately, a lot of the imagery and audio visual actually is associated with the movie. So we want to replace that. We chose our mascot as the Babel fish. If you look at the design of it, we took cues from things like Nyan Cat and some other very recognizable memes. We did choose an animal, so it's something that would be familiar to people, but once again new. So that's why we chose the Babel fish, and that's why it took on the form that it did. We have a very good designer on our team. His name's Frederick. He's worked for BMW, Audi, Red Bull, and a bunch of other places. He's an absolute genius. So he's done, hand-drawn NFTs for, a lot of the characters. He did the branding of the site. He did the branding of the Clearmoon site. The new site's beautiful. So, he designed our new fish. So yeah, that's Babel fish. What else do we have to it? So we actually have a connection to Elon. We have someone we know who actually knows him. We left out this connection from our white paper. I don't know if you guys have read that. I would suggest you take a look at it. It's 38 pages long, but it does give a pretty good encapsulation of what our project is. Pretty much any questions you have are going to be answered by that paper. But we did leave out the connection to Elon because this friend of his suggested that he is very paranoid about being used, and if we were to make it an actual objective to get a retweet from him, that he might be resistant to that. So it's something that should come kind of out of the community
naturally,
endemically. Yeah, exactly. The fact is we really do love it, and like we want that to be the thing that we're putting across, not that we're just like sycophantically trying to suck up for a retweet, which the majority of tokens kind of do. So if you look at our marketing in the white paper, you'll see a lot of real world marketing. I know it's taking me into kind of a new section here regarding marketing. We learned a lot from Clearmoon in the sense that a lot of influencers are played out. Paying them is not worth it. If there's any devs in here, 99%, I'd say 19 out of 20 influencers that you're gonna pay aren't worth the fucking money. Don't pay them. There's a handful that still actually have some clout. The rest of them have just shilled so much junk for so long. They're still charging the same prices. Don't do it. That's my advice to any up and coming dev. Anyone who comes and like this AMA, look, 27 people in it. That's pretty good. I've had ones in massive telegrams with 20 some odd thousand people, where we paid a few BNB for a fucking AMA, and there's 7 people in it, and one of them is me. One of them is the guy running the AMA. 2 or 3 others is my team, and then there's 2 other guys. So what the fuck, it's just bought it out shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, between that and the fact that people kind of just don't listen anymore, yeah, we decided to go with a mixture of like, we get actually good return from DMs, like scraping groups and doing direct messaging. Some people don't like it, but it actually does have a good ROI. So if you're going to be launching a project, something I suggest. There are a handful of decent influencers. If you want to know who they are and you're a developer, just write to me or write to Ian. And there's a few good groups. I think this is one of them, just based on the turnout, because literally there's none of our people here. It's all unfamiliar faces. I like that.
Thank you, man.
Well, in Russian we say "don't thank for the truth." Anyways, but yeah, so we're doing some of the kind of regular shilling advertising like that through Telegram groups and so on, but we do a lot of real world advertising. If you look at our TikTok and our Instagram, you can see we've got all these gorgeous cheerleaders in our merch with QR codes on them, and we come up with a Babelfish song based off of Simple Dimple. Which was a popular viral song, a Russian viral song on TikTok. We made our own version of it, no, completely different song. The Babelfish song, we've now produced a video of it, and I personally came up with a dance for it. Looking at things like the Macarena and that ketchup song dance, I came up with a fish dance. I actually mined it in front of my mirror in my bathroom just across the room here. And sent it to Angela, who's our head cheerleader, and she got her girls to do it. I can even throw it into the chat if you guys want to take a look.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. All right. Give me a second.
I'm just posting
someone run some cover for me. Chit chat.
Yeah.
That's totally
Well,
understandable. Yeah, I'm looking at your white paper right now. It actually is pretty in depth. There's like this viral feedback loop as well as the limo wrap, which is something I haven't seen before.
I'm going to toss you guys just a few nice pictures. One is a little surprise of something we got coming up for launch and a piece of our merch. That's just a little teaser. But let me find now this our dance.
Dude, that jacket is really nice, man.
So how much is
Yeah,
the
pretty
girl?
cool, eh? Yeah, my second wife.
Jeez.
That's your wife?
No, second
Oh,
one I said.
oh, okay. I was gonna be like, I'm sorry, man.
Dude, I thought I was in another group for a minute. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we also got this version of the jacket.
I'm looking at that. Sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
The balloons
So
got
is
me.
that purchasable on your website, or
Say again.
you can
You
purchase that
broke up
jacket?
for a sec there. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Everything's gonna
sorry.
be
Can
fucking
so you
purchasable.
purchase that on your website?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
our merch store launching. Well, it's kind of ready to go. I just kind of need to pull the button.
Awesome.
Hang on. But I mean, our merch store, like you see in there, it's kind of really based around QR codes. You know, we want you know, people to be sitting in class or something like that, and we want them, you know, like if they're sitting behind someone to go and you know, scan a QR code, it'll take them to the website and stuff like that. The all right, here's some of our girls and the dance, etc. Sending you guys some stuff in chat right now. So yeah, the coolest thing on the white paper is, as far as I'm concerned, the drone swarm. I saw that on. It was actually a Chinese company. They Chinese gaming company. They made this drone swarm QR code using something like 1,000 drones in the sky, and it caused. Well, first of all, it's beautiful, and it caused so much like publicity and free publicity and hype that they did it for an RPG that they were releasing. That this game really went viral and it went really well. It's expensive. It's you know, anywhere between $100 and $150,000 to set up one of these, but it's something we've incorporated into our budget, and I think that's one of the few things that, you know, or actually one of the many things that we have, you know, kind of different than a lot of other, I guess, projects. It's that we don't run out of time and money. All right, so did that stuff load yet?
Yeah, it's all starting to come up now.
Yeah, so you got just some eye candy there. I think in one of them there's the actual dance where you see the three girls, the 22-second one. You can kind of hear the song going on in the background. Anyways, check it out afterwards. But yeah, we got lots of that stuff. There's also more of our merch there. We have a huge flash mob and some other things set up for launch. And yeah, like I said, lots of real world stuff. For the drone swarm, we're thinking of doing it in Houston. So, you know, somewhere where the news might actually get in front of Elon's eyes, you know. And what else? I guess I'll let you guys ask some questions.
No, it's all right. You're
I
answering a
just
lot of questions for you.
talked on and on.
You
It's
make
all
it
Most
easy.
good,
of the
man.
stuff is
Yeah,
actually
absolutely.
in the white paper, but those, I guess, are the main things. You know, the connection to Elon, the fact that we're focusing a lot on real world marketing. Like you mentioned, the limo wrap. That's Ian's connection. It's his friend. They've got a Rolls Royce in Los Angeles that people can rent out. It's got what do you call it? They put on screens
Yeah.
on the top, and you know, it drives around and it just shows advertising. Anyways, we booked it out completely, wrapping the whole thing. The screens are just going to be us, and it's going to be driving around just Babel Fish for a month, all around LA. You know, things like that. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's, you know, out of the ordinary. Obviously, we'll do billboards and things like that. What else significant? We're on ETH. We decided not to go with BSC because we think it's kind of junk now. we decided to go with the big boys in Ethereum for 3 reasons. Reason number 1 being that there's more money in Ethereum. Ethereum has been good to me. I love Ethereum. It's like literally my second love in life after my wife. Number 2, the demographic that we're trying to reach in terms of age and mentality, hitchhikers, fans, etc., are generally going to be ETH holders. It's kind of an older crowd. And I don't know if you guys know this, but actually in tech and actually in blockchain development, I mean the people who actually built it. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is actually a very, very popular book. Even going back historically, the first online translator was, if I'm not mistaken, by Yahoo. It was called Babel Translator. This was before Google Translate.
Yeah, 97.
Yeah, way back in the day. So yes, this was like, we're aiming more at the target market, doing ETH. And the third reason, to use the language of the kids these days, it's JEET proof. To get in and out of an ETH project, you kind of need to pay gas fees. If someone's coming into our chat and whining about gas fees, I'm just booting them. It's not the person I want in our project. The fact is, you have these kind of moon boys and guys, I guess, who are trying to feed their village off of a 20% increase, and whining about their $20, who are going in on BSC projects, and this is part of the reason why they die so quickly. People don't really have to have any skin in the game. It's too easy to enter and exit. Whereas ETH, it's generally, kind of a more slow burn. People are generally longer holders. And just the fact that you have this kind of, anywhere between, $20 to $100 entry fee every time you make a move, kind of precludes a certain type of investor that honestly we could do without. So those are the 3 reasons why we decided to launch on Ethereum. Other than that, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just sort of going through your Telegram here. I'm trying to. Have you not released your website yet? Sorry if I missed that.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we did version 1 of our website. We took it down. We put a placeholder. Version 2 of it is ready. We're just moving the hosting right now. We're going to a more secure hosting because for launch, we are launching our NFT minting portion of our site. Because if you read the white paper, we have a bunch of hand-drawn NFTs, which will come with token allocations at launch, and we need to make them mintable. So essentially, we're setting up the minting part of the website. It should be up within the next 24 to 48 hours. And at that point, we'll be ready to go. But until then, I would just suggest taking a look at the white paper because that really has pretty much all the information in it. Though I will say our website is an absolute masterpiece. So that is something to look forward to.
Yeah, just from your branding, I can tell that it's probably gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it before. It was taken down. It was a beautiful website. Yeah.
Oh, that was just a teaser. You didn't see nothing yet.
Oh, if it's half of what it was, I mean, that was still a solid website. You can tell you guys have
really cool, horizontal parallax effects, and anyways, you'll see. It's pretty neat.
So, some general questions. Can you explain the tokenomics of this?
Yeah, really fucking simple. Basically, I think everyone's sick of gimmicks. I mean, I'm sick of gimmicks, reward tokens, things like that. What's a reward token? At the end of the day, you're rugging your own LP and dropping it to your holders. Reflections doesn't get anyone's dick up anymore. Excuse me. So what we decided to do is just go very simple: 6% to LP and 4% to marketing. That's it.
Makes sense. What about whitelist? Do you guys have like a private whitelist as well as an upcoming whitelist, and how do I get onto that, as well as where is it hosted? By the way, I see all these questions on the on your Google Drive, whatever it's called, white paper. I'm just asking them based so
Yeah.
other people
Okay.
are aware.
Making me the dancing monkey. Okay.
Exactly.
Everyone, go read the white paper. Instead of making me memorize things. Okay. So in terms of the sales, we have, first of all, a private sale which was offered to people who were very solidly vetted. It was people who we believed could have a significant and long-term benefit to the project, and also who were actually, for the most part, fans of the series. You know, we wanted people that actually were like in love with this thing. You know, I'll make this clear right now. The only difference between any of our sales is the amount that people were able to buy. The vesting terms and the prices are all the same. The only one which has any difference is the team buy, but in that case, we've limited the team to buying 1 Ethereum worth.
Man, this is unreal.
Private sale, sorry, other than the private sale, we had we have a public whitelisting, which is basically being done through things like, you know, AMA like this, you know, influencers giving them away for as prizes and stuff like that. And we also have a whitelisting for, yeah, there it is, a whitelisting for the top Clear Moon holders. The top 50 get their own private sale, but their buys are capped off at 1 ETH. And the from 51 to 200, they have just an automatic whitelisting on the pink sale pre-sale. So yes, that leads me to the next thing. We are on pink sale. We've KYC'd, obviously. I mean, we're notoriously doxxed, all of us, but there is that. Other things to mention, we do have a CERTIC audit that's going on, which is almost completed. We have a link to the audit. You can go into our Telegram, and if you put /audit, it'll pull up the link to the CERTIC audit. And we will have Skynet to be monitoring us. And what's more, I have a very good friend at CERTIC, and they've agreed to endorse us. So what does that mean? If you guys tune into our AMA at Pink Sale, I think it's on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, double check in our Telegram. One of their directors of operations is going to be joining me there, and yeah, we'll definitely be giving their big blessing to Babel Fish as like the next major token. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, CERTIC is pretty much the leader in terms of auditing, and you know, just kind of on the side, I've been working with some people trying to get, you know, more adoption in DeFi for CERTIC style audits. So it's just kind of worked out like that. Anyways, so yeah, more questions, go for it.
Awesome. I have all
I think we
a bunch
covered
of these
the
up.
I think we covered the pre-sale. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the pre-sales on the 29th. And
I'll talk about the vesting also. Basically, like I said, it's all the same. It's 20% released at launch, and then it's 6 weeks of vesting. The first 4 weeks are 20% per week, and the remaining 2 weeks are 10% per week that are unlocked. So absolutely everything's vested, whether it's the private sales or the teams, or the public whitelisting. Everything is vested. So, you know, we don't want any dumps. We think it's, you know, I know we've seen ones where, you know, they're vested for a lot longer periods of time, but at the same time, you know, we are a meme token. You know, I didn't want to be too, you know, pedantic about that. But we did think that, you know, vested was the way to go, just so people could see the growth and see that we were, you know, delivering on the things that we were promising in terms of our, you know, the, like what you're showing right now, the, you know, kind of market cap to volume projections that we've made. So yeah, we feel the vesting gives us the chance to, you know, kind of show people that. And you know, the idea is that they'll still hold on to their tokens, and you know, we'll go up to that $1 billion market cap, which everyone wants, which I want. You know, we all want to retire with our Lambos. I personally wouldn't get a Lambo. I already drive a CLS. It's a fucking gorgeous car. So
Nice,
I'd probably
man.
get myself a yacht with the hockey rink on it.
Hell yeah.
But
With regards to your marketing as well, do you have like a fast track CG coin market cap by any chance?
you know, it's you're not supposed to say it. Yes, we have our connections absolutely directly to them. So take that for what you want. Also about KuCoin, under our NDA, we're not allowed to make any specific claims, but I will say that I've already gone through the process of speaking to a high-up listing manager with them, and it's looking like we will be listed on a top 5 exchange within, say, the first 5 to 6 weeks.
Nice. With regards to these NFTs, it says here there's something about a game. Are you able to go into details?
Absolutely. So, look, we have basically 3 stages to the NFTs. Stage 1 is the minting part of the site, which is going to be released a little bit before launch, where people will be able to mint the pre-sale NFTs. Stage 2, which will take about 6 to 8 weeks to complete, is an NFT marketplace where essentially we are creating cards for a game that we're developing. And stage 3 is the launch of the game. Now, what is the game? I don't know if any of you have played Final Fantasy 8 or 9. There is a game, there's a mini game in it called Triple Triad. It's a card game. So we've taken an inspiration from that, and we've taken an inspiration from a online Blizzard game called Hearthstone.
We love that game. We love it.
Love it.
Which Hearthstone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty cool. I agree. Basically, we've got a lot of the gameplay from Triple Triad, and we've taken a lot of kind of the structuring from Hearthstone, in the sense that, you know, you buy card packs that you're like, you know, do PvP kind of like that. You know, I like the way it looks. So we're kind of amalgamating the two, but building it around, obviously, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy NFTs, which are being designed by Fred. Now, obviously, those NFTs are going to have rarities. Yes, they will be tradable on things like OpenSea and on our personal marketplace. But the rarity will not have any effect on the actual values of the cards. Essentially, all it's going to do is, you know, give you a cooler deck. It's like a skin. You know, so for example, if you have a gold one or an alternate dimension one, you know, those are going to be extremely valuable because they're extremely rare, but you're just going to look cool. In terms of the design of the game, we've got a pretty nice setup, insofar as that the actual playing of the game is going to be done through mobile, and it's going to be done off-chain. And now the reason why we're doing that is to save people on gas fees. So follow the logic here. So basically, on your browser, what you'll do is you will deposit, you know, any NFTs that you own and Babel tokens into the game. As you play the game and win cards, open card packs, you know, win tokens, etc., or lose them, that will be calculated off-chain, so there won't be transactions happening all the time. And only when you go to withdraw will you actually, you know, pay gas fees again. So we thought that was kind of elegant. It also avoids some of the issues with, you know, the Apple Marketplace and the Google Marketplace and their rules about that. Now, I'm guessing that right now you all have a question.
I
that
do
was
have a
probably
question.
raised. Go for it. I think I can guess it though.
Actually, no. I was gonna. Okay, if any, I'm not sure what question you're actually asking or wondering if I'm gonna ask. But since
Okay.
we're mainly a BSC Telegram, I'm kind of curious if you can just tell the people in here, is there a way how they can get over to the Ethereum network easily, in case they're not familiar with that in any way?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
I mean,
how would they
honestly,
go? How would they go about?
it's the
I
exact
can.
Yeah.
same thing. It's the exact same idea and concept. Instead of transferring BNB from Binance or wherever you're buying it, you're transferring Ethereum. If you're using MetaMask, your wallet address is even the same. All you have to do is change chains. Instead of Pancake Swap, we're going to be launching on Sushi Swap. Everything is familiar. It's going to look the same. It's going to work the same. Adding tokens is the same. The only real difference is the transactions move slower and they cost more. You have to be prepared.
Okay, so
for,
you won't be able to.
Sorry, go on.
Sorry. You won't be able to do it on Uniswap. It's just going to be on Sushi Swap for now.
Well, we're going on Sushi Swap, but Uni should be able to pick up Sushi Swap's LP. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
the thing is on Sushi, essentially we're going to use their OnSend program, which is a staking program for new tokens, which will allow people to immediately stake their Babel and make some kind of decent ROI off of it, just as an added incentive. And also the other reason is that in terms of like fees that you pay, Uniswap v3 doesn't make sense. Uniswap v1 is just outdated. Uniswap v2 and Sushi are the only two contenders, and at the end of the day, Sushi has the best fees. It's better for the consumer. It's better for us, and they have the OnSend program, which is the automatic, the kind of onboard new token staking program. So that's why we went with Sushi. But for people who are
Perfect.
coming from BSC, it's fucking easy. Same thing, and actually, you're going to be really happy you started trading ERC20 tokens, because boy, when they pump, do they pump? And you're playing with bigger sums of money. You're playing with people who are generally more diamond-handed. You'll see them taking their profit a lot more wisely and judiciously. It's really a nicer and more relaxed place to be. I prefer trading on ERC20, so it's not too difficult. And actually, if you go to Clearmoon, we've created a video on actually how to trade on ERC20, because actually we had a lot of people who were also asking the same question. So I'm not sure if it's up yet or not, but if it's not up now, it'll be up within the next day or two, and it's a tutorial on how to trade ERC20 tokens by one of our lovely cheerleaders, Paulina. So yeah, there's that. But you didn't ask the question I thought you were going to ask.
Just referring back to the question that you're trying to ask, how do you bridge over? Essentially, you just go to Binance like this. You switch over to the Ethereum network, which we all have Ethereum. If you're on MetaMask, I think Trust Wallet is similar. You buy Ethereum BEP20 tokens. You can do it via PooCoin or BSC.
No, you don't buy Ethereum BEP20 tokens. You buy Ethereum on ERC20.
No, this is just a bridge to get over from BEP20 to ERC20. So you buy the BEP20 Ethereum, you go to Binance.org. As you can see, I'm sharing it right now. You connect via the Ethereum network, and you can see that it says Ethereum from BEP20 Ethereum to Ethereum network. And so this Ethereum network is ERC20. So then you put, like, let's say one of these, and it'll switch it from BEP20 Ethereum over to ERC20 Ethereum, and now you'll have Ethereum or ERC20 Ethereum. So this is how you bridge from BEP20 or the Binance Smart Chain to the Ethereum Smart Chain. I can show anybody if they'd like. It's really easy.
I would just make one comment on that. It's probably easier and cheaper if you're using BNB and you have it in MetaMask or Trust Wallet, and you have a Binance or a Coinbase or something like that to send your BNB onto the exchange. Use the exchange to switch over to Ethereum, and then just send off your Ethereum on the ERC20 to your personal ERC20 wallet.
That's
You'll
what I usually do.
probably pay less
but-
than going and doing an actual bridge.
It's true. We're fortunate, you and I, because we're in Canada. We have the Binance Smart Chain. A lot of the states doesn't have really that
Oh,
option.
Binance US, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, so they have to use a different aspect. But you're right. That's how I
Get a
usually do it. Is
VPN.
I just switch them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah. This
So,
is
yeah.
the Clearmoon
Anyways,
Academy as well.
The question that I thought you guys were going to ask is, aren't you guys going to get sued?
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really interesting question. Yeah, man.
Come on. Yeah, so basically, come on, due diligence, guys. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is owned by Disney. And if you read either investor reports or watch South Park, you'll know that Disney is pretty predatory about enforcing their patents or forcing their copyrights. That being said, our company is registered in the Seychelles. And if Disney does send me a cease and desist, I am going to fucking laugh and frame it on my wall, and I will enjoy all the free David versus Goliath free publicity that it's going to give me. There's absolutely no way that they could touch us, either as a business or as a token. Welcome to DeFi Disney. Welcome to the Seychelles, where I'm sorry that your rights do not have any effect on us. So yeah, I would actually approve of that. I'd be very happy if they sued us. It would raise our profile. Though I do think that if they have common sense, which I'm assuming they do, considering the size of the company, they will probably approach us on more friendly terms, because one of the things we do want to do is release a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy web series using some of the new imagery that we've made. And in doing so, you know, I have no problem paying royalties to Disney, especially, you know, if it gives us the ability to get more reach. So yeah, that's my answer to that question, which I just gave to myself. But it's something I think people would probably think up after the AMA and be like, hey, aren't they going to get sued? So there you are.
That's definitely something that would, yeah. When we're doing AMAs, it's sort of hard to, you're put on the spot. We're so impressed by your NFTs and your white paper, man. It's just right over your head. No, this is amazing, man. And like I said previously, I actually am a fan of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've listened to the audiobook, I've read the book. It's brilliant. I love it.
So
I'm pretty bullish, man.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Like, I've actually had a couple people from our team going out to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy communities outside of crypto space. And, you know, like, I really want this to be a place for them to kind of rally around. You know, like, I did my research, and, you know, I see they really hate the movie. They hate, you know, they want to see some new imagery. They want to see some kind of brand reboot, you know, but they don't have any money, and they're not organized. We do have money, and we are organized. So, you know, we've kind of been sending out ambassadors to try and get them in. It's difficult. You know, everyone likes to be king of their little castle. You know, they don't want to jump into another community, but you know, we're making some headway. But I would really like this to become, you know, a place for people that, you know, really love this series. And, you know, like, with the game and the NFTs, which are beautiful, by the way. The reason they're blurred out is because you know, we want to kind of surprise people with the wow factor once they're mintable. But yeah, so yeah, we really like it to be a place for, you know, actual fans, not even, you know, just the crypto. And another reason why, you know, we decided to look, getting it listed on a big exchange is not fucking cheap. But one of the reasons why we've decided to pursue that as a kind of, you know, launch goal right away is because we want to make the accessibility easier for people to get into this. You know, like, it's not for everybody. The whole idea of getting off of an exchange and jumping onto a wallet with private keys and whatever those words are called. I only use private keys. I don't understand the words thing. And swapping through pancakes and sushis and such, to a certain type of person that seems like fucking crazy. Even for me, I remember my first time doing a swap. I was like, what am I doing? Am I sending my money off into oblivion? Is it going to get there? Is this going to work? Anyways, it works. Now we all know how to do it, but I don't think that that's a step that everyone's going to take. So yeah, absolutely. Having an exchange for people who have, say, never traded crypto or have only traded crypto a little bit, maybe have some Ethereum and some Bitcoin, that will be a lot easier for them to swallow than, getting into our whole swap network of DeFi. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, any other questions?
Yeah, does anyone else from the community have any questions, guys?
Yeah, come on, take your best shot.
Honestly, I just have to make a comment. Yeah, man. I've been investing in meme coins for like the past year or so, and I just would like to say, bro, like this is honestly the most well prepared meme coin I ever came across yet. And I like how you guys are making that social media presence without having all those overpriced influencers and all the organic growth. I think it's gonna do wonders for the project long term.
Thank you. We think so too. I mean, like the idea of having the Babel Fish song, video, and dance. And now there's been a few projects that had songs, and there's been a few that had videos. But the fact is, like, ours is really good. You're gonna see that soon. If you look at those girls doing the dance, the whole idea is to get virality through that. Once we have all that stuff out there, it's just a matter of paying some influencers outside of the crypto space. Not fucking corrupted, losers who just shield tokens. But I like Happy Kelly. I think her fucking TikTok is gorgeous. Like these dancers, just to get it being viral in that sense. Plus, it gets us around the TikTok crypto ban. We're a fan community. We're not shilling anything. So yeah, thank you. I think that that kind of natural virality as opposed to overdone influencers is definitely the way to go. And in terms of planning, we've been working on this for, I guess, about 4 months now. So it's new news to everyone, but it's been a long time in the making.
I love your view on marketing, man. I find that's absolutely true, man. You play the same influencers over and over again, and eventually it just goes stale. So you have to find a new avenue, and the way that you're going about it, I think, is absolutely genius.
Thank you. By the way, Corral, I have I think I bought a bunch of those same NFTs.
The Tigers, yeah.
Yo, bro, thanks for that support, bro.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can find them. One second. Too many screens.
Just searching that up. Anyone have any more questions? You can ask in chat if you're too nervous to ask over voice. We'll relay them.
Yeah, can we see
Yeah, here we
the
go.
Babel fish dance?
Nice.
Yeah,
Have
I
you got the
shared
tag?
it on the. I shared
Yo,
in the
bro,
Yeah, I
chat.
got some good
nice.
ones. Yeah, not bad, eh?
Yeah, bro. Hey, send me a PM,
Yeah, I
bro.
look forward to it. Yeah, for sure. But what was the other question that I just heard?
Yeah, Michael.
Someone said about
Somebody was just
Babel
saying
Fish
something
Dead or
about
something?
that. No, the Balefish dance. This is the. I'll post it
Oh, the
again.
Babel Fish dance. I put it in the chat there, I think.
Can we see you do it?
Unfortunately, you know what? I've had that question before, and there is actually video of me giving the instructions of how to do it. So there is that in existence, but there's no way that I'm going to release that until we hit some kind of crazy market cap. So,
Fair, man.
buy and hold. That's all I'm going to say.
Wish.
Yes, man. Awesome.
So, any other questions that I can answer for you guys?
I think you've pretty much nailed the majority of them, man. You're doing something completely different outside of the regular BSC space. Like I said, I think a lot of us in here are quite bullish on it. We're gonna have to learn how to get over to the Ethereum network because I think it's been a long time since a lot of us
Not
has
hard.
been over there. So
You guys are going to feel so refreshed, though. I think. I mean, just BSC is such it's a cesspit now. And I mean, don't you feel dirty getting into some of these tokens? Even if you get the private sale and stuff, and you're like guaranteed to make money. I don't know. You feel like you want to take a shower once you get out of them.
sometimes
3
you
hours
do,
later.
man. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
find the right projects, they're still pretty good. But yeah, the majority of them,
Well,
you
like,
do
what's
feel
coming
that
out,
way.
like,
Yeah.
Empire is doing great. It's lucky to jump on that when that profit decided to pimp them. What else is doing great? Utaria is doing really nice. But yeah, like not a lot of good stuff really.
Yeah. All right.
Sadly. Sphinx Swap doing nice. What else would I be investing in now? UNFT, but that's on Ethereum too. Yeah, I don't even know. Look at this. I'm pimping other people's tokens in my own AMA.
Just a soft show.
The other people, man, you get it. It's all good. Appreciate
Sasha,
that.
how many languages are you fluent in? You seem to be multilingual from what I've kind of learned about you in this time, and that interests me with the market and who you're able to communicate with.
I speak English, French, Russian, and Turkish. My Ukrainian is not bad.
Sweet, badass, cool.
Amazing, man. Yeah, that's wow.
That it's intriguing just because it's that much more in marketing and with communicating and getting the word out there. That shows a lot to me.
Well, if I knew Mandarin
Nice.
Chinese, it'd be a lot better, to be honest. But we also have German covered on our team. Frederick and Beatrice, who are on our team, are from Munich. They speak perfect English, but they are Germans. So we do have that covered. Other than that, yeah, I'm more polyglot. Angela only speaks Russian, so it's really funny seeing the rest of the team communicate with her. Through Google Translate and stuff like that, or me as a intermediary sometimes, but they figure it out. She's really cool. She started doing English lessons as soon as she got on the project. She's the one who's wearing the jacket in one of those pictures that I sent. Front where she's
the one in front of the mirror.
Yeah, that's the one I believe. Can't find it in chat here, but whatever.
Well, I know it can get complicated with having different languages speaking and using the converter and talking between them. So hearing you talk and knowing that you have that as well in communicating, it means you're getting out that much more information for people to understand what Babelfish is all about.
Yeah, well, we will definitely have the Russian community on lock with that. We've already had a lot of people kind of reaching out to us, and we have a really big event scheduled in Moscow around launch time, which I'm not going to spoil, but it's a production. So yeah, but it'll be filmed. It'll be drone filmed. We'll have lots of footage of it. Obviously, that's a celebration for everyone. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. We're just going to do it, prove ourselves through our actions, not our words. So yeah, that's about it.
This is her. It seems like. I'm assuming that's probably her, Angela.
Where's that?
I just posted a picture of a girl wearing one of your Babelfish jackets. One of her mods accidentally deleted it previously.
Yeah, that's her. That's
Russians.
her.
I love the Russians.
I see why you made your comment versus the French girls. I get it. They're beautiful.
Canadians in general, I don't know. Something up with them.
No, it's because you're in Quebec and not in
Yeah.
It could
BC.
be.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not entirely convinced of that, but could be. Could be.
Mm. Any more things you want to add, to this, either Sasha or anybody else within the community?
I think I've said my piece. If anyone has a question, I don't know. I like to have at least some fun during an interview.
No, man.
Give me a challenge.
How many AMAs have you done already? Sorry if you have already said that.
You mean specifically about Babelfish or in general?
Yeah, but well, actually, in general, because you seem very good at them, man.
Well, I mean, it kind of ties into my previous career a little bit, but specifically AMAs, I don't know, probably over 100.
Nice. We can
For
tell you're
for
comfortable.
Babelfish, I don't know, not too many so far. There's a bunch booked for this week. I guess maybe 10 or so.
Okay.
Sweet. How
Yeah.
how many more do you have booked so far, if you don't mind me asking?
Probably another dozen.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I mean, what do we have coming up? There's a few big ones coming up too. Hang on. Oh yeah, Travelad's going to be a big one. Pig Sale is also going to be a big one. Anyways, yeah, so we got a few.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I guess that's it then. So if you guys need any help, getting set up with ETH, it seems like your community is down to help with that. Ours is also, there's always someone around in our chat. Coming in, our bots are pretty funny. We've hacked the brain out of a group help bot and we've turned it into a Marvin. So basically, we have a bot that just, FUDs their token, which I like.
Yeah.
So yeah, just come talk to us. You'll always have help ready and waiting. So yeah, that's it, I guess.
Awesome.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much
Thank you very
for
much, Sasha.
That was wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, I really
Thanks for your
appreciate you.
time, guys.
No worries. With this AMA, we're giving away 2 whitelists as well as another 0.2 BNB. If you're not here, sorry, you're not eligible to win this. I've written down 40 people that were here. I'll go
But
through and then I'll
they
see
gave
if you
such
actually.
a big. Ian gave such a big group, only 2 whitelists.
He gave a huge.
what is
Say it again.
Abdul, please mute your mic.
No. We have control over them. We're able to mute them. So he did give us a huge one if we wanted it, but I was like, I'm not sure how to kind of go about that. And then I haven't talked to Ian since. So I believe we agreed on 2. We could give more if others are interested. Just privately DM me or DM Sasha.
No, don't DM me.
Per-
DM Ian.
Perfect.
Or arrange it through you guys. I'm sorry, I just have a huge backlog of messages.
That's
I
fine,
probably
man.
won't get to it.
Understandable.
Okay.
But Ian, he has the lists for that too, and I'm like very. I'm not unorganized, but I'm not organized with that, so it's not really my
What
thing.
is minimum and maximum contribution?
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, for the pre-sale, which is going to be on Pink Sale, the minimum is 0.1 Ethereum and the maximum is 0.5 Ethereum. For the top 50 Clearmoon holders, which by the way is a very cheap way to get into a better position. I don't think it costs very much to get into the top 50 there right now. They have a maximum of 1 Ethereum and a minimum of 0.1. And the private sale was a minimum of 1 Ethereum and a maximum of 2.
Perfect.
Oh, and I should mention this. All of our sales are priced at 2x down. Do you understand that?
So you automatically
Yes.
get 2x.
No,
What
you
do you-
automatically get minus 2x.
Oh, for your sales?
No,
That makes sense.
basically,
So that there's no pre-sale dump.
exactly. Because like essentially the tokens usually do like 5 to 10x right away. To mitigate the pre-sale dump, like what we're allowing people to do with the pre-sale is buy more tokens. You'll never be able to get that many tokens at that price, if you buy on launch. So to kind of slow the the pre-sale dump, because obviously people are going to want to take their initial. There's that type that just lets it ride too, especially on Ethereum. But we do have a lot of people coming over from BSC, and they're accustomed to that. As soon as I get enough, I take my initial. We're starting people half down. That's actually very common on projects. I'm in one which is actually 5x down. I've seen them up to 10x down. But the mitigating thing is that you get to buy a lot of tokens for that price, guaranteed. So at a 2x down, it's actually very advantageous. Just I've had some people come and be like, "Why are we start? I'm just going to buy on launch." So I say, "Good luck."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
That
just something
makes
to understand. I want to make that
Mhm.
clear, because some people were thinking that they're getting 2x up, automatic 2x, and that's absolutely false.
Thank you for clarifying that.
That's understandable.
pleasure.
Any more questions? Awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna give away 0.1 BNB to 2 more people. 40 people are in here. If you're not here right now, unfortunately, you will be disqualified. So number 7, JK. JK 2 days in a row. Good for you. And then 21, old lady. Is old lady here?
All right, guys, I'm going to jump off and get back to work. But it's been a real pleasure speaking with you guys. It was kind of nice and friendly AMA. It's nice to see that you actually have some, people that are familiar with the series here. I actually had a couple where nobody knew what it was. That was kind of disappointing, but yeah.
No, I love it,
thank
man.
you. I enjoyed it.
Likewise,
All right,
Sasha.
Sasha. Thank you.
Cheers. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Salute.
Cheers. Yeah, so unfortunately, Eliano was not here, as well as old lady was not here, so you're ineligible